Imagine the excitement when you see your paycheck hit your account. Now, what if you could optimize that feeling by creating a routine every time you get paid? Yes, we're talking about a paycheck routine, a strategic plan for your hard-earned money. It's not just about paying bills or splurging on that fancy gadget you've been eyeing. It's about taking control of your finances and steering them in a direction that leads to financial freedom. Having a paycheck routine can be a game changer. It's about being proactive rather than reactive. It's about making your money work for you, not the other way around. It can help you manage your expenses, save for the future, and even invest in opportunities that can multiply your wealth. Think of it as a roadmap, a guide that helps you navigate through the financial landscape, avoiding pitfalls and detours that can lead you astray. It's a tool that can help you achieve your financial goals, whether it's buying a new home, starting a business, or even retiring early. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do every time you receive your paycheck. It's payday, and the first thing you should do is pay yourself. Sounds odd, doesn't it? But stick with me here. This concept is a game changer. The phrase "pay yourself first" may sound strange, but it's actually a fundamental principle in personal finance. It's not about treating yourself to a fancy dinner or a new pair of shoes. No, it's about setting aside a portion of your income for savings and investments before you spend on anything else. Imagine this. You're a hardworking chef at a bustling restaurant. You're the first to arrive and the last to leave every single day. But at the end of each day, you give away all the delicious meals you've prepared to the customers and the staff, leaving nothing for yourself. That wouldn't make much sense, would it? It's the same with your income. You work hard for your money, so why not ensure you get your piece of the pie first? Here's how it works. Let's say you decide to set aside 10% of your income. So if you earn $1,000 a month, you'd put $100 straight into your savings or investment account. It's like you're the customer at your own restaurant, making sure you get to enjoy the fruits of your labor first. Over time, this simple habit can help you build a substantial nest egg. It's not about the amount you save, but rather the habit of saving consistently. This approach does require discipline and a shift in mindset. It's easy to think, I'll just save what's left after I've paid my bills and living expenses. But here's the kicker. There's often little to nothing left. By paying yourself first, you prioritize your future financial health over immediate desires. So the next time your paycheck lands, remember to serve yourself first. Put that portion away for your savings or investments before you dive into your bills or discretionary spending. Remember, the first person you should pay every payday is you. With the savings taken care of, it's time to clear out those bills. Picture this, you've just received your paycheck and there's a temptation to splurge a little, maybe buy that new gadget you've been eyeing or perhaps go out for a fancy meal. But hold on, there's a crucial step you need to take care of first, clearing your bills. Bills are like little gremlins. If you ignore them, they multiply. You might think that skipping a payment or two won't hurt, but the late fees can add up, and before you know it, you're paying more than you owe. What's more, delayed or missed payments can take a toll on your credit score, making it harder for you to secure loans or credit cards in the future. Let's take the example of Sam, a young professional just like many of you. Every time Sam gets paid, the first thing he does is clear his bills. Rent, utilities, credit card payments, student loans, he pays them all. This habit not only keeps him from incurring late fees, but it also gives him a clear picture of how much money he has left to spend or save. By paying his bills on time, Sam maintains a stellar credit score. This in turn opens up opportunities for him to secure affordable loans for big purchases like a car or a house. It also gives him peace of mind because he knows he's not accumulating debt. So take a page out of Sam's book. As soon as you get paid, clear those bills. It might feel like a pinch at first, but remember, financial health is not about the short-term pain, it's about long-term gain. Pay your bills on time, every time, and watch your financial worries melt away. Now that you've paid yourself and your bills, let's budget for the essentials. What are these essentials, you might ask? Well, we're talking about the basics: food, transportation, housing. These are the things we all need to survive and function in our daily lives. Let's start with food. It's not just about filling your stomach, but nourishing your body with the right nutrients. So, how much should you budget for food? A good rule of thumb is to allocate around 10 to 15% of your income for groceries and dining out. Of course, this can vary based on your dietary needs and preferences. Next, let's talk about transportation. Whether you're driving your own car, catching a bus, or hailing a taxi, getting from point A to point B costs money. A reasonable transportation budget would be around 10% of your income. If you own a car, don't forget to factor in costs like fuel, maintenance, insurance, and perhaps even parking fees. Now, on to housing. This is usually the biggest chunk of anyone's budget. A good rule of thumb is to not spend more than 30% of your income on housing. This includes rent or mortgage payments, utilities, and maintenance costs. Remember, living within your means is the key to financial stability. Let's use an example to illustrate this. Say you earn $2,000 per month. According to our rules of thumb, you'd allocate $200 for food, $200 for transportation, and $600 for housing. That leaves you with $1,000, half of your income, for other expenses and savings. This might seem a bit challenging at first, especially if you're used to spending freely. But trust me, with some discipline and careful planning, it's entirely doable. And the rewards are worth it. You'll have a clear picture of where your money is going, and you'll avoid the stress of overspending. Budgeting for essentials ensures you never have to worry about running out of money for your basic needs. It's not about depriving yourself, but rather making sure you're spending wisely on what truly matters. Life isn't just about bills and budgets, it's also about fun and entertainment. Now don't get us wrong, we're not suggesting that you splurge all your hard-earned cash on lavish parties or extravagant vacations. But let's face it, all work and no play does make life a bit drab, doesn't it? So, how about we spice things up a bit? How about we set aside a small portion of our paycheck for some well-deserved fun and entertainment? Think of it as a small reward for all your hard work, a little pat on the back from you to you. Let's dive into a practical example, shall we? Let's say you're a die-hard fan of live music. You adore the thrill of a live concert, the energy, the excitement, it's your thing. Now, instead of spending a fortune on a once-in-a-blue-moon concert, why not allocate a small portion of your paycheck to attend local gigs regularly? It could be as simple as setting aside $20 from each paycheck. This way you get to indulge in your passion, experience new music, and who knows, you might even discover your new favorite band. Or maybe you're a foodie at heart, and trying out new restaurants is your idea of a good time. Again, instead of an occasional splurge at a high-end restaurant, why not allocate a small part of your paycheck to try out different local eateries every month? You get to explore the culinary landscape, satisfy your food cravings, and still maintain your budget. See, the idea here is not about spending big, but spending smart. It's about finding a balance between responsibility and enjoyment, between saving and spending. It's about understanding that while it's essential to plan for the future, it's equally important to live in the present and enjoy the fruits of your labor. So, go ahead, allocate a bit of your paycheck for fun and entertainment. Use it as a way to reward yourself, to explore your passions, to make memories. After all, it's not just about surviving, but also about enjoying life. So, there you have it, a simple yet effective routine to follow every time you get paid. Let's quickly recap the key points we've journeyed through together. Firstly, we talked about the golden rule of paying yourself first. It's about setting aside a portion of your income for your future self, be it for retirement, investments, or a rainy day fund. It's a way of prioritizing your long-term financial health over short-term desires. Next, we discussed the importance of clearing your bills promptly. This is not just about avoiding late fees or penalties, but also about cultivating a sense of responsibility and discipline towards your finances. Then, we moved on to budgeting for essentials. This is where you allocate funds for your basic needs like food, shelter, and transportation. It's about ensuring that you're not left high and dry at the end of the month, struggling to meet your basic needs. Lastly, we talked about allocating for fun and entertainment. Yes, even in the serious business of managing money, there's room for enjoyment. It's about striking a balance between saving for the future and enjoying the present. Following this routine not only helps you manage your money effectively, but also cultivates a healthy relationship with your finances. It's about being in control of your money and not letting it control you. It's about making your money work for you and not the other way around. Now, I have a question for you. What is the first thing you're going to do the next time you get paid? Drop your answers in the comments below. Remember, financial freedom is just a paycheck routine away.